Lehigh traveled to Springville last week and fell short to the Orioles as head coach Chad Winters joining us. And coach, looking at the stat sheet from that game, I guess the obvious thing that stands out, you were a little too generous with the football last week. Is that fair to say?
That's very fair to say. Game started out exactly like you want to. We forced some early turnovers, jumped on them early. We're up 18 nothing. Probably 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Created turnovers, but unfortunately, we returned those turnovers as well as the game went on and weren't able to finish some things. So, boys were ready to go. Created turnovers on their first three drives. Gave ourselves short field. Zach Getzinger put his helmet on the ball two different times. Tanner Trundle came down with an interception. Ended up coming down with an interception later from a defensive lineman, Eli Schobert. Um, just too many mistakes on our side of the ball. Fumbled at the 1 yard line going in to score when we were up. I remember it was 18-6 or 18-12. That was a backbreaker. Turned another one over on downs inside the 10. Had a huge one called back that put us down inside the 15-yard line from deep in our own territory. Two plays later, we get sacked in the end zone for a safety. Um, Gave them up too many big plays too. They had two big runs where we didn't fill gaps or bounced off. Big backbreaker, pinned them deep after one of our turnovers, and had the guy tackled in the end zone, and everybody was in man coverage, and all of a sudden he popped out of there, and 79 yards later he's standing in the end zone. So instead of 2 points on us and us returning a kick, all of a sudden we're returning the kick, but we gave up a touchdown in the process. So just things that we have to get cleaned up turnover wise going forward.
And when you look at a game like that, to me, it kind of epitomizes how eight-man football games can turn on a dime because it was a very close competitive game through two quarters, but next thing you know, it's 50 to 18.
Yep, yeah, it's funny how that works. I think they did wear us down a little bit. They are for the first time all year healthy. You get a kid like Hoy back in the backfield that they're um, desperately missing. Still played good football without him, but you just don't replace a kid like that that's rushed for almost 1,300 yards last year, and then you add him into the mix that they already had, and um, just become multifaceted. They put a lot of pressure on you in the run game. All of a sudden, your corners have to come up, run support, and hit you with play action pass over top. They did that a couple times, and just guys missing, filling two gaps instead of two guys in the same gap instead of one guy in each gap. That cost us a couple as well. So um, they earned it. I mean, they took it to us in that second half.
And looking at the stat sheet as well, looking at your running game, you only averaged 3.2 yards per carry. What's it going to take to get a little bit more consistency out of your running game?
Staying on blocks. We ran the ball very effectively in the first half, and then as the game kind of got away from us a little bit in that second half. We tried to run the ball, but ended up with negative yardage a couple times on two different drives, and um, that obviously hurts the average quite a bit too. Just got to do a better job of hitting and sticking. We fell off, and all of a sudden backs are getting hit in the backfield, and that's not going to be good for anybody. So continue to do a better job in that. Just be more physical at the
And
point of
we are
attack.
having a conversation right now. As this week, it's Central City that's coming to town. Central City with a 1-5 record. They come to town for your regular season home finale. What are you expecting Friday night?
They had a wild one last Friday night against Cal Wheat. They were up two scores late, and Cal Wheat came back and won that game 70-68. They have their quarterback back as well. He's only played a couple games now. They really struggled without him with turnovers, just handoffs with running backs. They weren't crisp. Passing game really struggled. Good athlete. When he's in there, they did a real good job of getting the ball to their playmakers last week. They got Weber kid and uh, Deshante. number three, both explosive players that you have to take care of on both sides of the ball. Put a lot of pressure on you collectively. They played a lot better than what their 1-5 record was coming into that game last week. And if we're not ready to go, we're gonna have our hands full.
Is it another case of just kind of finishing those plays defensively? Is that going to be all that much more important against a team that put that many points on the board last week?
Most definitely. Really concentrate on gap integrity this week and just finishing. Lots of times we get guys there and we just didn't finish. Didn't continue to attack. There was a couple times where we ended up with on blitzes, guys, two guys in one gap. After the snap, your gap's going to move a little bit, and you got to stay gap sound. And if you don't, it's funny how that football and whoever's carrying that football finds that gap, and all of a sudden it becomes a big play because some seven guys can do the perfect thing, and all of a sudden one guy ends up in the wrong gap and can be a huge play in football. So it's the ultimate team game in that regard, and we just got to do a better job of cleaning that up.
All right, Coach. Hopefully, the home schedule will find you victorious this Friday night. We wish you keep kids healthy, and we wish you good luck.
Thanks, Darren. Appreciate it.
Chad Winters, head coach of Key High and Central City this Friday night.